Let's try this again. I started the live over because it was way too much spam and I was stopping my chat to go through and try to get rid of the spammers in here, the bots and the crazy comments and stuff. I stopped all of that. I turned off the chat. So if you go back and watch this, I'll have the comments on, but I turned off the live chat. It's too distracting and I don't feel like stopping all these ridiculous spam bots and things that come into the live. I don't have time for that. And I know that could hurt the live audience or whatever, but I don't have time for that. I'm trying to get through this and do this little live video. As I was saying, what products should you save on? What products should you splurge on with your makeup products, especially as you get a little older, your skin is changing. I feel like the best thing you can do is to invest in a really good foundation. You don't need a whole tray full of foundation like I have. I have all that because as a content creator, a blogger, I get sent a lot of things and I buy a lot of things to try. I'm finishing up the Patrick Ta foundation that I got in a sample. I got this in a sample a couple of weeks ago. I've really been liking it. I feel like when the Sephora sale comes around, this will be an investment to go ahead and buy the full bottle. But it's such a good hydrating foundation. The color is perfect. Even if I put it down here, you can see that the color, it just blends in and it's seamless. But I feel like you should invest in a really good foundation. I think you could get one for summer and then one for your fall color. Go ahead and save and splurge. I think the most, maybe like a 30 to $50 high-end foundation, a really good one. If you are a woman over 40 like myself, I would always go up for the House Labs foundation. It is such a good skin-like, breathable, medium type of coverage. I think this made my list as one of the best foundations for women over 40. That, along with the matching concealer, is just such a good, high standard quality product. I've never heard anyone say that they didn't like it. It's just, it works so well. And I have dry skin, normal to dry skin, but I've never heard anyone say, ew, House Labs, it didn't just work. Everyone I know that uses it, it works really well on. So House Labs is a really good option. Anything from NARS would be a great option if you have dry skin like I do. The NARS Light Reflecting Foundation is going to be great. If you have oily skin, they have a NARS Velvet Matte Foundation that is really great. And then their NARS, this used to be like their Sheer Glow. So the Sheer Glow was replaced with the Light Reflecting. So that was good for normal to dry skin. They have another one, I think it's the Advanced something, but that one is good for oily skin as well, combination skin, as well as the Velvet Matte. The girls who are oily love that. So if you're a little bit older like me, in your 40s, and you're looking, you have oily skin, I would go ahead and check out one of the ones from NARS. NARS has always had good quality foundations, always, always, always. On a little bit of a lower, like a lower cost, I would check out I can't find it. Oh, here it is, right here. The About Face foundation. This is very high quality, but it costs about $22. So this is something that you could pick up from Ulta. So it's still quality, though it doesn't cost as much as a NARS foundation. And honestly, this About Face foundation that's $22 is a fantastic dupe for the House Labs foundation. It is a really, really great alternative to the House Labs foundation. It just is. It is, I'm just saying, $22, and I think this one is like 40 something, I want to say, but this is a really, really good one. I've had nothing but great results using this. It's very skin-like, very mature skin friendly. So I have dry skin, and the girls that are oily, they also like this one a lot. So foundations are worth the splurge. And again, you don't have to have a drawer full like I have, but if you're going to invest in a complexion product, I definitely feel like you can do foundations. Along that line, concealers. Concealers are also something, I feel like with complexion, period, things that are going to cover, correct, conceal, those are the things that you can put your money towards because they go a long way. Concealers last a really long time. Again, you don't need a drawer full like I have, but you can use, get a really good one. The only drugstore concealer that I've liked and used consistently over the years has been the e.l.f. Camel Concealer, and this is the hydrating one. A lot of people like the original, but it was a little too matte for me. But concealers, go ahead and invest in a concealer. And if you're just starting out in makeup, you want to get one that's brighter to color to correct or give you some brightness or highlight, whatever you want to call it. And then one that is close to your skin tone that is going to do for touch-up. So I'm going to show you with the MAC concealer, and these two matte concealers are a great example. If you're just joining me here on my live, hi, thanks again for joining me. I turned off the chat for now because I was getting way too many bots, spam messages, just and really rude comments, and I don't do that. I don't have time for that, to be stopping and blocking and stuff. So I turned off the chat, but the comments for the live will be on, of course. So along with the concealer that is a brighter shade, I always like to brighten up my under eye because that helps with color correction and concealing dark circles if you have them. I like a shade like this one from MAC, NC 27. And then I have one that is my skin tone, which is NC42. So when you're thinking about concealers, I would get one that matches close to your skin tone. And concealer, because it's thicker than a foundation, because it's meant to conceal and do more, it's more concentrated, it's going to be slightly off. It's not going to be like a perfect match for your skin tone, but it'll be very close. And then that's the one that you would use for touch-up. So like say I have a little acne spot, I have a concealer that's my shade like here. So I would invest in a concealer, and your foundation definitely worth the splurge. Something like these are very user-friendly. MAC has a lot of shades. MAC is also a classic brand. They have a lot of shades. They're always going to have, you know, undertones and things like that. So if you're investing in something, get a good foundation, get a couple good concealers, and go from there. If you absolutely need to buy from the drugstore, and again, I understand because I too was a drugstore girly. Like I said, when I first started out doing makeup, I could not afford MAC. I would go to MAC every other month to get something because that is what I was like, okay, so I can get me a blush from MAC this month. I could afford it, but it was CoverGirl Queen Collection at the time, L'Oreal True Match that used to come in the bottle that looked like medicine, and you would just pour it out, the L'Oreal True Match Blendable, and Black Opal. They have foundation sticks. Those would be the only things that I could afford. But once I learned that the formulas and the consistency and how long the foundations last, I knew how to splurge on the right products. You don't have to splurge on everything, because I love to bargain shop. I love a good coupon. So that being said, things that you don't have to splurge on. Oh, here it is. Mascara. I don't have a lot of expensive mascara. I feel like paying over $20 for a mascara, unless that's the only mascara that you're ever going to use in life, I feel like it's a waste, because mascara expires really quickly. Mascara is one of the things that can go, if you use it longer after the expiration date, it's normally 90 days after you open it, and you'll know that mascara is expired because this one is not, but it has a very distinct smell. If you start seeing the crust around here, the crust on your brush, or when you use the mascara and it flakes like immediately, it's probably expired. The rule is normally 90 days, and on the packages, when you open a package of cosmetics, they will have the expiration date. They should have the expiration date on the package. Yeah, like right here. So you'll see like a 12-month or something like that on the back of the package. Mascara is 90 days. So I have about 6 mascaras. The drugstore is where mascara shines. Maybelline does mascaras really well. The drugstore has always had good quality mascaras, from the old Maybelline Great Lash to the CoverGirl Outlast, L'Oreal Voluminous, some of the best that you can ever get. But I don't feel like buying a $30 mascara works for me because I use it so much. So I don't splurge on mascara. I can go to the drugstore, and now I don't have any more. I think I used it all, but it's called Essence Makeup, and it's a Lash Princess makeup or Lash Princess mascara. It is a very good dupe for the Benefit Bad Girl Bang mascara, but it's $4. Like, you don't have to splurge on mascara. I really don't like to do that. I feel like you could save your coin there and go get a couple $8 mascaras, get a black one, get a brown one, whatever you like, or just go replace them as you're done. Keep one. Like, if you have a really good mascara, keep one. So mascara, definitely not. Eyeshadow, splurge. Get one good eyeshadow palette, a good neutral. And I don't have any of my mascara palettes up here. I don't. But get a good mascara. I mean, get a good eyeshadow. Eyeshadow at the drugstore is not as great. It's just not. I found maybe 2 or 3 products that are really good at the drugstore as far as eyeshadow. A lot of people now have been using their bronzer as eyeshadow. So they're using eyeshadow, but using like a bronzer palette, like a brown, because a lot of girls like, I'm going to do brown eyeshadow, and that's fine. If you're an eyeshadow wearer or you want to start exploring eyeshadow, highly recommend getting a good quality eyeshadow palette from like a Ulta or the Sephora, and start with neutrals. Neutral eyeshadow if you're a beginner. If you can master a neutral eyeshadow look, you can master eyeshadow, period. Start with a good eyeshadow palette. Keep it. You're never not gonna need a neutral eyeshadow shade. So like a brown, a tan. Let me get an eyeshadow palette. I want to show y'all. Hold on. Let me get one. I want to show you guys like these. Something good. Something good. Something good. Let me get. Okay. I know. Sorry, taking forever. But a good eyeshadow palette is going to do you right. So I'm going to use this one as an example. This is a Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette. It's pricey. It's $69. But this is a neutral palette, right? This is something that you can do a lot of looks with, no matter your skin tone. You can do just a brown swipe of color. If you want to start building an eyeshadow collection, always can get eyeshadow singles. This is the palette I've built from MAC. These are all MAC eyeshadows. I've had them for ages. Don't even ask what the names are. As you can see, I use one already. But I feel like a good neutral eyeshadow palette in your collection worth the splurge. And now they have so many where you can get one for like 30 bucks and it works really, really well. So I will link a couple below. And yeah, a good neutral eyeshadow palette. Next up are lip liners. I do not splurge on lip liners. I'm sorry. I cannot justify spending a $30 lip liner or a $25 lip liner. The only two that I have, and I've had them for years, are the MAC lip pencils. And I got those because I worked at the mall and I had them on a discount. But the MAC pencils are $25 each. So I have my lip liner pencil here. These are all my lip pencils. And I have MAC, let's see. Everyone is loving MAC Chestnut right now, the dark, dark brown. But I'm going to show you a dupe for MAC Chestnut, okay? This is a $25 lip pencil. This is from MAC. Get what you want to get, but I'm saying if you're starting out with makeup and you're looking to find some things that are less expensive, you can splurge, you can skip the expensive lip pencils. So this is MAC Chestnut, okay? $25. This is e.l.f. Cream Glide Lip Pencil in the shade Cocoa Mama. $2. And you tell me, this is e.l.f. for $2. This is MAC. The girls are coming for the high-end products. e.l.f. Cosmetics specifically, they are going to come out with a product that's going to rival your high-end favorites every single time. So if you're looking to get a lip pencil, and because I use lip pencils so frequently, this is going to last me forever because it sharpens. Lip pencils, I don't think you need to splurge on them. I only have the Charlotte Tilbury pillow talk ones, which I think on their own are like $25, $30 because they came in a holiday set last year. So it came with 2 lipsticks and 2 lip pencils. So, and the lip pencils are teeny tiny. Don't splurge on a lip pencil. I feel like you can go to the beauty supply store. These from Elf are only $2. The Maybelline, I had one here. Maybelline just released some that are very, very good. Very, very much a dupe to the Fenty ones. You know what I'm saying? The Fenty lip liners are $25. These are $7.99. You don't have to splurge on a lip liner. Now, lip products, I guess for me with lipstick, it depends on how much you wear them. I have about 4 trays of lipstick back here. Do I need 4 trays? Absolutely not. That's why I'm doing a Shop My Stash 30 days of lip products now, because I have so much lipstick that I don't wear. If you wear lipsticks, like I wear signature reds, I always have a red lipstick in my stash. So I would say get a red, get a couple neutrals, like a brown, like a pink neutral or something like that, a couple lip glosses, and you'll be fine. But if you're a lipstick lover, to me, high-end lipstick, Maybelline is always good for lipstick. The Drugstore has some really good lipsticks. They do. L'Oreal Color Reach lipsticks are some of the best. They do rival the Charlotte Tilbury, the higher end. I think they were high end before high end was a thing. I recently splurged on a Lancome lipstick because it was half off. You see what I'm saying? I have a lot of MAC lipstick because the formula is just so good. But again, they have so many sales and things like that. I feel like you can skip it or splurge it. But the Drugstore has some really good lipsticks. They just do. I'm not much into liquid lipsticks these days. And if I get a liquid lipstick, it's likely going to be a Drugstore price, like the Lip Bar, or the Lip Bar has really good, long-lasting liquid lipsticks. I think you can go with the Drugstore. I think we'll say Drugstore for lipsticks unless you're looking for something specific. I don't think you need an Estee Lauder or Lancome lipstick, because you can probably find a dupe from L'Oreal, Maybelline, but specifically L'Oreal for those. So if you're doing Estee Lauder, you can get a lipstick from L'Oreal about the same quality. So that's just my opinion. Blush, blush is a complexion product. Do I think you need to splurge on it? I think the Drugstore is doing really well with blush right now, specifically something like an e.l.f. Putty Primer. They have Putty Blush. When Rare Beauty released theirs, e.l.f. said, hold on, I got you. Rare Beauty blush is $20. e.l.f. said these are going to be $6, and these are fantastic. They don't miss with the pigment. The only blushes that I splurge on for me, it's like a NARS. Like, I'll get a NARS blush because the quality is just so freaking good, and the NARS blushes last forever. But you could probably find one at the Drugstore. The biggest thing with blush is that the high end has more color payoff, more color variety, whereas at the Drugstore they might not have as many color shades, the deepness and things like that. So if you're going to get a blush and you're just starting out one and you want a really good quality one, I would check out NARS. I would check out some MAC, but MAC is getting rid of their classic powder blushes and they're going towards the kind of gel blushes and stuff. But splurge on your complexion products. Splurge on your foundation. Get a good foundation, one for summer, one for your winter color. Really good for your skin type. I have my blog post linked below of some of the best foundations for women over 40. I will also have my blog post linked below of some of the best concealers for women over 40. I don't skimp on those. I need to have good quality products on my face. So I hope this was helpful for you. Of course, everything I mentioned will be down below. I will be turning, the comments are on, so leave a comment, but y'all know why I turned off the chat. If you're just joining me, hi and welcome. I'm Lydia Marie, your favorite beauty blogger, content creator over 40. I do makeup content for women over 40, specifically Black women over 40 who are looking for tips for their makeup and skincare. So hopefully after watching this, you will feel so inclined to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I will be back on here with another video real soon. Bye.